Advanced Electrical and Mechanical is a Pysick family-owned business and proud supporter of Menomonie athletics. Whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural, we've got your electrical, HVAC, and refrigeration needs covered. Let's make your project happen. Call us today at 715-495-2968 or visit us online at www.advancedelectricalmechanical.com.
If you have a high-deductible health plan, opening a health savings account at Dairy State Bank will allow you to save tax-free dollars to pay for a long list of health-related services allowed by the IRS. Dairy State Bank HSAs are serviced locally and work like a regular checking account. You can use a debit card or check to pay for expenses and access your account through online or mobile banking. Visit DairyStateBank.com to learn more about HSAs and online or mobile banking. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
We've been able to build out the rural areas around Menomonie.
Most of those places are spots that have little to no access to high-speed internet. Pretty much all of those phone calls, the people are ecstatic and so excited to be able to finally get fiber optics.
It's really great that we were able to serve the folks in the rural that probably thought they would never get good internet service.
We put the fiber in the ground. That gives them the connection, but it's also the support we provide, it's the services we provide over that fiber.
I have been telling everyone I meet that if they need appliances, they have to go to Denny's. I had done a lot of research prior to calling them to schedule an appointment. I called and I spoke with Kayla. She made some suggestions of things that I might want to consider versus what I had picked out. She wanted to make sure I got the best price and the best rebates. I was so thrilled when I got done working with her.
When you want peace of mind on your appliance purchase, schedule your one-on-one appointment with Denny's.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome into the Big Rivers Conference boys basketball matchup here tonight. The visiting Rice Lake Warriors take on your Menomonie Mustangs. I'm Chad Zutterhat on the call here this evening. Coming up in our pregame show, we'll talk with assistant coach Dolly Thornton. We'll run down starting lineups. Then we'll get set for opening tip, 7:15 this evening. Full slate of BRC games. We got Hudson at Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire North at New Richmond, and Eau Claire Memorial at River Falls outside of this contest here tonight. So we'll keep you updated on that one here through all those other games throughout this broadcast as well. We'll check on the Menomonie girls side when they'll be taking on Rice Lake at Rice Lake, as all the matchups are always opposite boys versus girls. We will take a break, and we'll be back with head coach Dolly Thornton right after this. You're listening and watching Mustangs TV.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
Back on Mustangs TV here in our pregame show sponsored by Crystal Orthodontics. Join us, assistant coach Dolly Thornton for the Mustangs. Dolly, let's talk about the healthier team. I know you guys have had some injuries throughout the year, kind of where you're at right now. We saw Blake Barron's out the last game. Give us kind of an injury and health update here for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the whole season we've kind of been in and out of injuries. They're kind of taking turns on them. So I'm glad most everybody is returning and getting healthy again. Blake is hopefully on his way, so we're hopeful to have him back soon.
Let's recap game last week against Hudson, one of the obviously the top team in the conference, tied with River Falls. That was a game where you got close many times, within 3, within 2, within 4. Just didn't seem like it could get over the hump. Was it just Hudson kept answering? What was the kind of the straw that broke the camel's back to not allow you to get over that hump?
Yeah, I was really proud of him, or we were really proud of him for sticking with it, and they're down a little bit at half, and we came back. A little bit of both. Some defensive possessions we didn't quite find where we were supposed to be, and so they had a shot or open shot, and they made them. And so we really didn't have a missed opportunity on their shots, so that was a little unfortunate for us. A couple of those shots that wouldn't have gone in, we could have really been in the at the end just a couple points.
Yeah. Storm Harmon and I were talking during the broadcast. Jake Rue shooting the ball really well this year, averaging, I think, 12, 13 points a game. They seem to really keep him in check. I think he hit 1 3-pointer. He seemed a little hurried. On the other side of that, Isaac Nielsen, I thought, had one of the best games he had this season. He played really well, kind of pick up the slack, talk about, kind of his game.
Yeah, we were really happy to see Isaac kind of come out from, he's kind of been a consistent player for us, but not necessarily scoring the last few games, and previously he was. So it was really nice to see him to take the ball to the basket, and that's his game. He can do pretty much everything, so that really gave him a boost of energy, and us a boost of energy as well.
Let's transition here to tonight. The Warriors, you guys beat them a little bit ago here. Second round, obviously, now you're every team in the BRC you've seen. Now it's that second round of the BRC matchups. That first matchup, kind of low scoring and fair. What in that game made it that way? Was it bad shooting both sides, just really good defense? Do you expect a game like that again today? What kind of that Rice Lake prototype of what you're going to expect here tonight as a coaching staff?
Well, I mean, Rice Lake in the past has been more of a up-tempo team and hard defense man-to-man, and switched a little bit this year. So, we have a combination on defense, too, that is not all man-to-man, so that's somewhat why the score is a little bit lower, because you just slowed the game down a little bit. You never know what to expect. Coach Orr is a great coach and has been around for a long time, so I'm sure he's come up with some other ideas that we'll have to answer to.
All right. Well, thank you for your time here in the pregame show. Good luck this evening. We'll talk to you later.
Okay. Thank you.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
We've been able to build out the rural areas around Menomonie.
Most of those places are spots that have little to no access to high-speed internet. Pretty much all of those phone calls, the people are ecstatic and so excited to be able to finally get fiber optics.
It's really great that we were able to serve the folks in the rural that probably thought they would never get good internet service.
We put the fiber in the ground. That gives them the connection, but it's also the support we provide, it's the services we provide over that fiber.
Chad Zutter back with you here at Menomonie High School Mustangs TV. Rice Lake Warriors taking on the Menomonie Mustangs here tonight. Boys basketball action. action. Let's take some time to thank our sponsors here, 24/7 Telecom, Advanced Electrical and Mechanical, Dairy State Bank, Shields, Denny's Appliance. Crystal Orthodontics, our great sponsor here in the pregame show, halftime show, and postgame show as well. Mike Sell Insurance, our replay sponsor, and Bills Distributing, our free throw sponsor here this evening. I had one mistake there to start this one. It's actually not Menomonie at Rice Lake girls. It's Menomonie at Medford here tonight on the girls' side. So we'll keep an eye on that one throughout the broadcast here. Like I said, full slate of game here in conference for the boys all the way through, and we got some time. Let's run down the standings of the Big Rivers on the boys' side. Right now, River Falls and Hudson atop the BRC, both at 7-1. Hudson at 12-4 overall. River Falls at 11-5. So placed the third place right now for the BRC. New Richmond at 5-2 in BRC play, 10-5 in conference. Tied for fourth, Menomonie, Eau Claire Memorial, both at 4-4. Menomonie 10-5, Memorial 5-11. 4 of their 5 wins in conference action. Eau Claire North next at 2-6 in conference, 6-9 overall. Chippewa Falls right behind them at 2-7, 3-13 overall. And then we have Rice Lake tonight here at the bottom of the conference at 1-7, 3-13. Don't let that deceive you. Got Kevin Orr in his 26th season here for Rice Lake. If anything, he's going to know how to take every advantage possible against a guy across him here, Greg Van Grunsven. They've matched up years ago as well when Greg Van Grunsven was the head coach at Eau Claire Memorial. So these two very familiar with each other across the benches here in between those scores table. Greg Van Grunsven for Menomonie, Kevin Orr for the Rice Lake Warriors. We'll get to the starting lineups here in just a moment as they are going to be announced on the floor here. But this team matched up back in December, one of the first conference games here for both squads early on in the season. That was up at Rice Lake. Menomonie won that one 49-36. We heard from assistant coach Dolly Thornton. That game composed a lot of zone on both sides, which made it a little low-scoring affair, a slow-paced game. We'll see if we see the same thing here tonight. Menomonie, as a team this year, averaging 55 points per game, but they're under 50 in conference at 49. Rice Lake, their stats a little incomplete here, or either that or the calculations here on GoBound are not correct, but they got a bunch of guys averaging around 5-7 points per game, and they only got one guy in double digits, that being Will Svedsten here for Rice Lake. For Menomonie here, averaging in double digits, you got Trevor Robert at 18.29, Tyler Nelson at 10.2, Jake Rue at 13.29, Isaac Nielsen next, who had 18 against Hudson last week. He's at 8.29 points per game. Some numbers here for the squads. For now, we are going to send her down to the PA announcer for the reading of the WIA here on the floor, and then we'll have the national anthem after that. Then we'll get into the starting lineups here after that. So we'll take a pause and be back.
And your Menomonie Mustangs. Menomonie, Rice Lake, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. Profanity, racial, sexist, ethnic comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the highest ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Now, to honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the recording of the national anthem performed by members of the MHS choir. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose dark stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
Back with you here. Let's run down those starting lineups you see on your screen there for Menomonie. We're going to start with the Rice Lake Warriors here as they're getting lined up here to get their starting lineups announced on the floor. We'll do it here. 6'2 senior, number 1, Grant Paholke. A 6'1 senior, number 2, Chris Klopert. A 5'11 freshman, number 4, Landon Brown. 6'5 senior, number 11, Will Svensson. And a 5'11 junior, number 23, Ben Vandervoort. And again, Rice Lake coached by Kevin Orr in his 26th season this year. Rice Lake 3-13 overall, 1-7 in BRC play. Now for your Menomonie Mustangs, they go this way. A 6'2 senior, number 1, Isaac Nielsen. 5'10 senior, number 2, Jacob Rue. 5'11 senior, number 12, Tyler Nelson. And a 6'8 junior, number 20, Trevor Robert. As we get the lights going down for the old Chicago Bulls type of introduction here on the floor. You see on your screen there, and very cool. It's not done every game, but we have seen it throughout this season with this type of introduction here on the floor. Officials assigned by the Big Rivers Conference Commissioner, Ryan Beyer, Mark Parker, and Brandon Kimball here tonight will be blowing the whistle on the floor. That girls game here, Menomonie at Medford tonight, has just got underway. They are a minute and a half in, and we're going to be a little tardy here tonight. We're at 7:20, so that JV game ran just a touch long. We're looking at probably a 7:22 start here, approximately, as Menomonie on the girls' side out to an early lead there, 3-0 over at Medford. And again, there are other scores on other matchups on the boys' side here tonight. Hudson at Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire North at New Richmond, and Eau Claire Memorial at River Falls. We will do our best here to get some Mike Sell Insurance replays here tonight as well. Just working the basketball, Trevor Robert. And it's going to be Rice Lake to start the basketball game here. Man-to-man defense here to start. Jumper right side, way too much there by Kloppert, and rebound goes to the Mustangs. Rice Lake is going to start in a zone here defensively. And Robert now swung down into the short corner to Nielsen. Mustangs, Jacob Rue here is a very good three-point shooter. We'll see against the zone. This is probably what he wants. You're going to get open looks from distance against the zone. Robert looking for it. Underneath now, Nielsen on the elbow, back out. Mustangs taking their time here. Jumper baseline. Missed there by Butler. Rebound to the Warriors. Drive there down the lane by Pachanko, and a kick out, open three, knocked down on the far side there by Kloppert. And Rice Lake takes an early lead. Nelson drives a pass a little long and takes a turnover here to Rice Lake. Here we go now. Back with you, having a little audio issues here, and we're back to it as Nelson grabs the ball and starts the offense here for Menomonie. Jacob Rue will fire one from distance just off the iron, and rebound to the Warriors. We'll get those, sorry about that here, folks. I'm running everything by myself. You realize that the some of that was still on there, and we got that fixed here as the game gets underway. Man-to-man defense here by Menomonie. Causes a turnover, and then Robert runs over his own defender, his own teammate, I should say. But it is still going to be a turnover here. Ball to Menomonie. Tyler Nelson battling this zone here. Mustangs trying to get Robert a touch underneath. Nielsen at the free throw line. Rue, open three in the corner. Yes. That is the key here tonight. Mustangs hitting three-pointers, specifically Jake Rue. We talked about him in the pregame show. Hudson did a very good job of holding that threat here as the ball's kicked out of bounds, going to stay to the Warriors. He had just one three-pointer against Hudson last week in that matchup, and a big reason they were not able to get the upset. Long three there by Pacheco's way too much. The bad miss goes to the Mustangs. Butler on the wing. Underneath, trying to get the ball to Robert. Not there. They get it out to Nelson. He'll trigger one from distance. Yes. All 6 points for the Mustangs from distance here. In fact, all points scored here so far have been from beyond the three-point line. Good crowd on hand here from the student section, far side. Still no fouls either side. A very slow-paced game is another turnover there. Nelson with the steal for the Mustangs. At this pace, it looks like we might have a similar score to last time these teams matched up in the 40s. Nice underneath there. Butler, a little fade away. He'll drop it in. DJ Butler will sky over his defender and drop it in. Turnover, Robert with the steal. He's got a one-on-one around the defender and then a pass underneath. Nelson, tough shot. He'll get it to drop in. And a timeout, head coach Kevin Orr. We will do the same. Be back right after this. Mustangs TV.
And telling everyone I meet that if they need appliances, they have to go to Denny's. I had done a lot of research prior to calling them to schedule an appointment. I called and I spoke with Kayla. She made some suggestions of things that I might want to consider versus what I had picked out. She wanted to make sure I got the best price and the best rebates. I was so thrilled when I got done working with her.
When you want peace of mind on your appliance purchase, schedule your one-on-one appointment with Denny's today.
Enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail. Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials across the country because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Back with you in Mustangs TV. We're going to try to get right into a quick Mike Sell Insurance replay, but not time here. We triggered it right in here. Rice Lake will get the basketball here. Now zone look here for Menomonie. A 2-3 here. They started man-to-man defensively out of the timeout, switching it up. Drive baseline, and yep, I thought he might have did. He did. Stepped on the line there, Brown, the freshman. Time for that Mike Sell Insurance replay. Let's look at that right now. If we caught that nice pass underneath to Nelson, and he dropped her in, as that was the last score before the timeout by Rice Lake. Nelson, another one from distance up top, comes up short, rebound to the Warriors. Mustangs now back to the man-to-man, so just one possession there in that 2-3 zone. Underneath, a nice find, but not able to finish was Pacheco, and back out top, Rice Lake will have a second chance here, opportunity. Of a hand check, first foul of the ball game here. As whistled for it. Will be Trevor Robert. Into the game now is going to be a couple players here. We see the freshman Parker Behrens, also the senior Ian Kistner in. Nelson Robert will get a breather. Ball moving out top here from the Warriors, triggering a three. Parker Dvorak, yes. Dvorak gets the Warriors to 6 points here. It's a nice run there that caused head coach Kevin Orr to call timeout. Nielsen jumper, free throw line, just a little bit too much. Rebound going to be corralled there by Pachalko. Some of these names might sound familiar if you watch any fall football this past year. A lot of these guys also on the Rice Lake squad that made it all the way to level 3. Little hook shot. That'll drop in for Helsted off the bench. See Pachalko, the quarterback. Svensson, the wide receiver, is DJ Butler, another good football player here for the Mustangs. Tosses up a three, comes up off the mark. Kick out, open three, far side, yes. Helsted off the bench now has got 5 with a hook shot and a three-pointer. And a 1-point lead here for Rice Lake. Their first tonight, almost a turnover out top there, as Dvorak got a hand on it. Zone defense here. Rue to the baseline, and then Kistner can't make the layup. Great feed there from Rue. Kistner just missed the bunny. Kick open three there, hit down by Brown, the freshman. 4 threes now hit by Rice Lake. And a big run here out of this time. It was 10-3. That's an 11-0 run here, Rice Lake. Rue trying to answer other sides. He'll miss. Butler, with the rebound. Kick out. Right back up. Rue hits it. He's got 6 all from distance, and this has been a 3-point game. 4 threes for Rice Lake, 3 for Menomonie. A majority of points coming from long, and that theme continues as Helsted hit a 3 on the far side. 5 threes now for Rice Lake, and they lead by 4. Over to Rue. He's going to fire one from the corner. Off the iron, Butler, the rebound, put back, yes. In transition, drawing the foul is going to be Pachalko, so he'll head to the free throw line. First free throws here tonight by either side. As Pachalko, the senior, look at his numbers this season at the free throw line. Not a whole lot of attempts, just 6 of 11. And that first one comes up as an air ball. Big subs both sides. See Oliver Schenk into the game. Robert back in. Also in is Nelson. Get to the Warriors subs here. It looks like Kluppert back in, along with Vandervoort. Second one by Pachalko rattles home. And we'll have a reach in out top there on Dvorak. And neither team in any type of foul trouble, just 2 on Menomonie, and that was the first on Rice Lake here. And Rice Lake with that 2-3 zone here defensively. You typically don't see a lot of fouls in zone defenses. Both teams settling for three-pointers, and it's working for both sides. They're hitting them. Not a lot of drives to the basket. Parker Behrens is going to try to continue that theme. Off the iron for him from the corner. And Rice Lake will take it into the front court. Here's side Pachalko. Kick out, open 3. Kluppert, no. Rebound. There's a lot of contact there, and they're going to get Schenk with that one. And that will be the third on the Mustangs. His first. Nielsen back in for Menomonie. Svensson back in for Rice Lake. Svensson sits at 6'5" here for Rice Lake. Definitely the largest guy on the court for them. Underneath, pass stolen there by Robert. Mustangs just one turnover. I got 5 here for Rice Lake, so Mustangs doing a very good job of taking care of the basketball thus far. Schenk on the wing. Back out to Nelson, 8.5, 3-point lead here for Rice Lake. Robert double teamed. He'll take a jumper from that baseline. No, Nelson, another chance here for the Mustangs offensively. Schenk get it into Robert, and then Robert's going to be reached in on, and that will keep it here to Menomonie. Looks like we're going to have a timeout here by head coach Greg Van Grunsven. It'll be 60 seconds. We'll do the same here. Mustangs TV.
Telling everyone I meet that if they need appliances, they have to go to Denny's. I had done a lot of research prior to calling them to schedule an appointment. I called and I spoke with Kayla. She made some suggestions of things that I might want to consider versus what I had picked out. She wanted to make sure I got the best price and the best rebates. I was so thrilled when I got done working with her.
When you want peace of mind on your appliance purchase, schedule your one-on-one appointment with Denny's today.
Advanced Electrical and Mechanical is a Pysick family-owned business and proud supporter of Menomonie Athletics. Whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural, we've got your electrical, HVAC, and refrigeration needs covered. Let's make your project happen. Call us today at 715-495-2968 or visit us online at www.advancedelectricalmechanical.com.
Back on Mustangs TV. Back with your Mustangs TV. Coming out of this timeout by head coach Greg Van Grunsven. Tyler Nelson will trigger one from long range and knocks it down. Mustangs now with 4 3-pointers, and they have knotted it up at 18 here. Rice Lake trailed early as much as 7. They went on an 11-0 run to take the lead. Now the Mustangs have tied it. Trying to the up and under there was Hellstad. Not there. Kicks it out. Mustangs now in a zone defensively. We've seen head coach Greg Van Grunsven come out of the zone out of both timeouts here. Long 3 up top. Nailed. What a shot there by Dvorak, and that's his second 3. 6th 3-pointer hit by Rice Lake in this first half. Both teams shooting the ball very well from distance. Got 11 total 3-pointers hit in this first half. 80% of the points. Parker Barons fires one from range, no good, but Nielsen, a great job of keeping it for Menomonie as the hustle gets him there. Couple subs here for both sides. Nielsen will trigger one, yes! Isaac Nielsen hits the 5th 3-pointer for the Mustangs, the 12th on the game here tonight. Both teams shooting the ball really well from long range, and that's going to be a turnover. That was not tipped as Mustangs are fired up. Jacob Ruth thought about a 3. Now dribbles it off his leg, and they're going to give it to Rice Lake. Just the second turnover here for the Mustangs. Little lob there to Svensson, and he'll rock it in on the rim rocker. What a play ran there by the Warriors. And that gets everybody excited here for Rice Lake. His first points here for Svensson. Against the zone, you can run it. That is a great play. Jacob Rue, three-pointer, yes. Wow, answered it on the other side. Rue's got 3 from distance, 9 points, and that gives the lead right back to the Mustangs. And again, the three-point shooting here on both sides, just exceptional in this first half. Almost knocked away there by Nelson, and almost got it by Behrens. And Rice Lake strong with the basketball, but not able to finish. Pachalko underneath. Behrens underneath, back out to Nelson. Now Robert, free throw line, looking around. Trying to work it over to Nielsen. Can he hit another three? Yep, sure can. 27 points from the Mustangs here tonight, and 21 of them have come from beyond the three-point line. Wow. Shooting the ball very well. Rice Lake right behind them from distance as well. Mustangs with 7 three-pointers in this first half. Rice Lake with 6. Svensson now will take a tough jumper, fading away. Pachalko grabs the miss. Open three, near side, Vandervoot, and he'll knock her down. And we'll have a timeout, head coach Kevin Orr. We'll take a break here. Mustangs TV, be back right after this. Back with your Mustangs TV. Chad Zetter running solo here tonight for your broadcast crew. It has been a game of three-pointers in this first half. That has been on both sides. It has been incredible how well these teams are shooting from distance here tonight. Butler now on the corner, or in the wing, I should say. We've seen Rice Lake in this 2-3 zone most of the game, but Jacob Rue, a long three, his fourth three-pointer there of the ball game, and the Mustangs hot from distance. Turnover, almost a turnover, I should say, as Nelson knocked it away. Now Rue in there, and we're going to have a jump ball. As good hustle on both sides will eventually turn it into a turnover. Mustangs basketball. You got Tyler Nelson with 2 threes, Jacob Rue with 4 threes, Isaac Nielsen with 2 threes. That is a total of 8 three-pointers here for the Mustangs. You look on the other side, Dvorak with 2, Hellstead with 2, Vandervoort, Brown, and Klumpert all with a three-pointer. That's 7 on 15 made three-pointers in this first half combined. Incredible. Jumper, DJ Butler short. Rebound Robert. He'll go back up, shot blocked. They're going to get an arm on that one. And Trevor Robert will head to the free throw line, sponsored by Bills Distributing. Well, this game is definitely going to be higher scoring than that first matchup. Again, we talked about that earlier in the pregame. That first matchup, Menomonie won 49-36. That might be our halftime score at this point, as the first one rattles out and Schenk gets into the ballgame for Nielsen on the Mustangs side. Second one there for Robert on its way. Rattles out and throwing rocks at the free throw line there, and that trip, Trevor Robert. Rue, a long three up top. Yes. Wow. 5 3-pointers for Jacob Rue in this first half. Incredible. We talked about with assistant coach Dolly Thornton in the pregame show. Hudson really kept him in check last week. He's making up for the difference here tonight. Shot blocked by Trevor Robert, and scooping up the loose ball, Jacob Rue. You look at the season, I mean, Rue's almost a 40% free throw or 3-point shooter. And Rice Lake in this zone here is going to have to extend to guard him. His last 2 threes have come at least 2 to 3 feet behind the 3-point line. Shank is going to try to get in on the action. He can't get it to go. Rebound to the Warriors, under 3, first half. Long three, far side, air ball tossed up there by Dvorak, and rebound Mustangs pushing it. Nelson's going to try to beat all the defenders, and he does. Tyler Nelson putting on the boosters. He gets to the bucket. And a nice run here for the Mustangs. It was 24-24 moments ago. Mustangs now on a 11-2 run. Thanks to Jacob Rue's 3-pointers. Big part of it. Baseline, Svensson thought about it, back out. Rice Lake now working against a zone, and inside Svensson, guarded there by Shank. Kick out. Rice Lake looks like they're going to reset under 2 near first half. Underneath, ball stolen. Nelson will get the loose ball, and Mustangs chance to extend it. Maybe make it a double-digit lead here. Robert, free throw line, back to Nelson, over to Rue, who's hot in this first half. Now Robert drive, dishes. Schenk thought about a 3, back to Robert. Robert, swing over, Rue, baseline, jumper, just rattles out. Svensson will walk it up here for the Warriors. Just over a minute to play. We'll get to some halftime scores here at our Crystal Orthodontics halftime show. Is launching up a 3 there up top. Rattling out is Dvorak. Mustangs could potentially hold for 1 here against the zone with 50 seconds left. It would be pretty easy if you wanted to. We'll see. Robert thought about a 3 there. Sit on the ground, little contact, offensive foul. Just the 3rd turnover here for the Mustangs in this first half. That's the 2nd on Robert, so wisely, I think he's going to come out. He will. Nobody in any type of foul trouble outside of Robert with 2, but he's going to sit on that bench the last 40 seconds of this first half. Shank came in along with Butler came in along with Behrens. Swung near side. Mustangs in that 2-3 zone defensively. We've seen them switch back and forth all first half between man and zone. Both teams have shot the ball exceptionally well from distance in this first half, as a jumper from Hellstead misses badly. Mustangs 10 seconds to get the last shot. Nelson over to Rue. Rue, he's going to fire a 3. Heat check. Yep. 6 3-pointers for Jacob Rue in this first half. Incredible. We'll come back with our halftime show sponsored by Crystal Orthodontics right after this.
Advanced Electrical and Mechanical is a Pysick family-owned business and proud supporter of Menomonie Athletics. Whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural, we've got your electrical, HVAC, and refrigeration needs covered. Let's make your project happen. Call us today at 715-495-2968 or visit us online at www.advancedelectricalmechanical.com.
If you have a high-deductible health plan, opening a health savings account at Dairy State Bank will allow you to save tax-free dollars to pay for a long list of health-related services allowed by the IRS. Dairy State Bank HSAs are serviced locally and work like a regular checking account. You can use a debit card or check to pay for expenses and access your account through online or mobile banking. Visit DairyStateBank.com to learn more about HSAs and online or mobile banking. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Smiling is how you share joy and happiness with the world. So when our children needed orthodontic treatment, we wanted them to have the best experience possible, which is why we chose Crystal Orthodontics. The personalized braces and Invisalign treatments fit easily into our active schedules, and the care we received was outstanding and even fun. Their new smiles are amazing, and Crystal Orthodontics definitely earned our trust. There's nothing better than seeing our kids share beaming, confident smiles in all of life's moments.
We've been able to build out the areas, the rural areas around Menomonie.
Most of those places are spots that have little to no access to high-speed internet. Pretty much all of those phone calls, the people are ecstatic and so excited to be able to finally get fiber optics.
It's really great that we were able to serve the folks in the rural that probably thought they would never get good internet service.
We put the fiber in the ground. That's gives them the connection, but it's also the support we provide, it's the services we provide over that fiber.
I have been telling everyone I meet that if they need appliances, they have to go to Denny's. I had done a lot of research prior to calling them to schedule an appointment. I called and I spoke with Kayla. She made some suggestions of things that I might want to consider versus what I had picked out. She wanted to make sure I got the best price and the best rebates. I was so thrilled when I got done working with her.
When you want peace of mind on your appliance purchase, schedule your one-on-one appointment with Denny's.
Back with you, Mustangs TV at halftime, our halftime show sponsored by Crystal Orthodontics, and we got a special guest here, assistant baseball coach Jeff Abbott. Jeff, I know you've been here before. This is familiar territory. You told me this isn't your first time on the halftime show, Jeff.
I feel like this is getting to be a regular thing. Either that or you're desperate.
Yeah, we're one of the two. But before we get to kind of baseball, what a first half. 10 made three-pointers by the Mustangs, 6 of those coming from Jacob Rue. I mean, just incredible shooting.
Many of them were like 6-7 feet beyond the three-point line. They just didn't hesitate to throw it up. I mean, if they play like this, they could take anybody down in the playoffs.
Been a very fun game to watch here in this first half, no question. But let's kind of switch gears here. Let's talk about baseball season. I know February. I mean, the groundhog just came out yesterday. February, it doesn't seem like baseball weather, but you know the culture of Menomonie baseball. You've seen it kind of switch and kind of. I mean, what did you tell me? 30 or 35, maybe 40 kids showed up for a open gym morning practices. Is that right?
Well, I've been known to exaggerate a little bit, but I will say this: the kids are invested, and I'm seeing that in a lot of sports here at Menomonie. It's, you know, we see it firsthand with baseball, but there are a lot of sports that have picked up their game in the last few years, and it's exciting to see. Exciting to see the numbers that we get in all different kinds of sports, and of course, we're pretty proud of the improvement that baseball has made.
Yeah, head coach Zach Slowiak is coming into his 5th season now as the head coach, and I know, you and I both coached with him for the last 4 years, or you for the last 3 years, me for the last 4 years. Big culture guy. Coach Slowiak really believes in culture within that baseball team, and boy, whether you think that's good or bad or indifferent about it, it seems to really has worked as far as success and kids buying into that. And it's something that, 20, 30, 40 years ago wasn't really talked about. I don't think as much. It was still there, maybe not talked about as much. But tell us about what you kind of see. I mean, you've got years of coaching experience in that culture, how important that is.
Well, if I go back a few years and I think of the years I was in Eau Claire, I mean, most of our kids they showed up when baseball started, and they might have played a little bit of summer ball. They were just good athletes, and they could get away with it. But it's not the way it works anymore. Most of the teams we play have kids playing in travel ball all summer long. And I think a big switch happened in Menomonie, the culture of the youth program and the intensity and how it's picked up. It's still supposed to be really fun. I don't want to make people think that, we're all hardcore and we really got to get it going. Because, the parents are invested now. There's a lot of really good youth coaches. The youth program is playing teams from the Twin Cities and the better programs around the area. And we're seeing the benefits. We can't take all the credit when we win 17 games last year. We should have won 20 or 22. You know that, Chad. But it's just really fun to see the growth of the program all the way down and hear about the numbers down below. And, I guess it's why I still want to do it.
And you talked about numbers. There is so many kids. What's the senior class this year for baseball? We're easily into the double digits, I think, right? Is it 10, 11, 12? What are the numbers for the senior class? You even know, Jeff?
I don't even know, because the seniors, this year's senior class and the juniors, they all just blend together. Plus, the young kids too. It's really refreshing to see, there's no cliques really. It's like we all play baseball and we all want to have fun, and we want to be with our friends. And kids are staying out. I think I heard that a few years back that Menomonie could never keep kids in the program, and that's no longer the case. There's always going to be some, but there's a lot of kids who put a lot of time into it and invested, and they want to see it through. And many are going on to play college ball.
You led me right in my next one. You got two kids that graduated last year, and Owen Welch down at MSOE, and you got AJ Zadowski now at UW Eau Claire. Two kids from Menomonie going to be playing Division III college baseball.
And Trey Witt.
From 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yep, is
Stout.
He's in the rotation. In the rotation at UW Stout, I think he had about 35, 36 innings last year for the Blue Devils. So there's a lot of guys that are at that next level, and there's some guys on this senior squad that are potentially going to be able to do that as well.
I don't know what the exact number is, but 6 or 7 kids are already, I don't know if you call it committed, but are planning to play college baseball next year. And it's a testament to how the program has improved,
Well, I'll tell you, it's always nice to talk baseball in February. You don't get to do it a lot, but I'm glad we get the chance here to do it this evening here, Jeff. Appreciate you joining me on our Crystal Orthodontics halftime show. For the second half, should we hit another 10 3-pointers for the Mustangs?
Probably. But I do need to do a quick shout out that our family will be going to Florida, and we're going to see a couple spring training games, and I want to thank my wife and all the kids for making that a possibility.
Oh, that sounds like fun. Is that end of March, mid-March?
Clearwater in first week of March.
First week of March. All right. Just a month away. Baseball is in the air here, not only in Menomonie, but going to be in the air down in Florida here as well. Thanks again for joining us, Jeff. We're going to take one more break, and we'll be back with the start of the second half. Visit the newly designed Big Rivers website at bigriversconference.org. Here, you can find results, standings, statistics, calendars, and historical league information.
My wife told me I talk too much.
Back with your Mustangs TV. Big thanks to assistant baseball coach Jeff Abbott here for joining us on that Crystal Orthodontics halftime show. We didn't get a chance to run down any of those numbers, but we will do that here as we get to start this second half. Impressive three-point shooting here for the Mustangs. 10 made three-pointers in that first half by Menomonie, 6 of them coming from Jacob Rue. Absolutely on fire in that first half was Jacob Rue, and the Rice Lake Warriors will start here in the second half with the basketball trailing by 12. We'll also try to get to some numbers here around the league, and obviously that Menomonie girls game as well. Right now, Medford started this second half up on Menomonie 36-28 on the girls' action here this evening. Turnover Rice Lake to start the second half. And Tyler Nelson will set up the offense in between the circles. Look at the numbers here. Isaac Nielsen with 6. 18 for Jacob Rue in that first half. 4 for Butler as a jumper from Robert off the marks. 10 from Nielsen. Trevor Robert, who averages 18 a game, held scoreless in that first half, and the Mustangs still are up by 12 as there's Robert getting his first bucket off a steal. So Mustangs a nice 14-point lead. Rice Lake on their side, 1 for Pachalki, 2 for Kluppert, 6 for Dvorak, 3 for Brown, 2 for Svensson, 3 as Svensson hits a 2 here. We got 3 from Vandervoot and 8 from Hellstead. And almost a turnover there as Rice Lake hustling to get the basketball there was Kluppert and just ran out of real estate. It will stay. Correction, make that Brown with the hustle. It'll stay to the Mustangs. Let's look at some of the other scores here. Is River Falls hosting the game here tonight. We'll get on that one in a second. And Robert now starting to fill up the score sheet as he was held scoreless in that first half. 2-3 zone extended here from Menomonie on the defensive side. River Falls right now up 32-29 at half over Eau Claire Memorial. Open 3 in the corner. Kluppert, yes. 3-point shooting on both sides. Been impressive here tonight. Bounce over to Rue, who's got 6 3-pointers in the ball game. Nielsen almost an up and under. He's going to have to get out of the lane. He finally does. Butler now far side with the basketball. He'll take a jumper, banks it in. Use the glass, DJ Butler. Up top, trying to hit another 3 there is Kluppert. This one off the iron. Rice Lake another chance here offensively. Free throw line, driving Svensson over Robert. Nope, rebound Rue. All right, now the ringer of tonight's game, no question, Jacob Rue with 6 3-pointers. Rice Lake has not been able to hold him down from distance, and boy, there was a skip there to him just as I talked about it. Robert didn't see him, but he's still wide open in the quarters. Rue's hands are just pumping up in the air trying to flag down his teammates. He does get it, but a little too late for an unguarded shot. Butler will fire one from long range. Nope, Robert. Offensive board put back. Yep. Mustangs now up to 15-point lead, their largest here tonight. Open 3, far side. That rattles down from Vandervoot. And the Mustangs try to add to their lead. Steal, pick in the pocket there. Oh, I shouldn't say a steal. Almost a steal. This nice job, Nelson, to get it back. Rue, another 3, yes! Absolutely incredible. 7 3-pointers here for Jacob Rue tonight. Such a quick trigger from distance for the 5'11 senior guard. Open 3, near side, Kluppert, he answers. And we'll have a timeout. Head coach Kevin Orr. It's a 15-point lead here. Mustangs be back right after this.
High deductible health plan opening a health savings account at Dairy State Bank will allow you to save tax-free dollars to pay for a long list of health-related services allowed by the IRS. Dairy State Bank HSAs are serviced locally and work like a regular checking account. You can use a debit card or check to pay for expenses and access your account through online or mobile banking. Visit DairyStateBank.com to learn more about HSAs and online or mobile banking. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Back with you, Mustangs TV. Chad Sutter running solo here tonight. I do see somebody asking about the hockey game here tonight. We were working head athletic director Matt Riley here. We were trying to get that thing going at halftime, running into some technical difficulties. We tried our best, but it doesn't seem like we can get that huddle camera. Somehow it's just not running to the Mustangs TV at the moment, so doesn't look like we'll have that going here tonight, but we're going to get that fixed here for the next time. Jumper baseline knocked down by Robert. He's got 8 all in the second half here. A good start for him, and the Mustangs build the lead to 17. Rice Lake taking their time offensively inside. Now a kick out, open 3 by Dvorak. He'll knock it down, and this three-point shooting just continues to be incredible here on both sides as we're into double-digit made three-pointers by both teams. So 60-plus points here tonight have come from long range. Definitely a different look here offensively than that first matchup back in December where the Mustangs won 49-36. Jumper, free throw line, Nielsen buries it. Mustangs field goal shooting here tonight's got to be 60-plus percentage. It is a nice evening to be a Mustangs fan right now, the way they're shooting the basketball. Far side, open 3. That comes up short off the arm of the freshman Brown. Mustangs the other way, underneath Robert. Good job being strong with the basketball, and he'll finish. Robert's got 10 now, all in the second half. 10 points in just over 6 minutes to start this second half for Trevor Robert. One-handed pass underneath, and that's an easy call. Svensson just went right through Robert, and you look at up in a video, that's a good one to use to what is an offensive foul. That's about as easy as it gets. Butler into the game. Javon Butler, the freshman, and DJ Butler, the junior. Nelson will come out, and see Jacob Rue with 7 3-pointers, still in the ball game. Mustangs an 18-point lead. Rice Lake has matched up man-to-man. First time we've seen that here tonight. We'll do our best here to capture any J. Crew 3-pointer at this point. Is Javon Butler, a great job of a baseline drive and finish. He's in the scorebook tonight. In the lane, thought about the freshman going over top of the big Robert. Instead of kick out, missed 3, Clawpert. And the freshman here for the Mustangs, Parker Behrens, running the offense out top. Nice job. Rue overlays the reverse layup. Good feed from Robert, however. 20-point lead for the Mustangs. Really blown it open here in the second half. They led by 12 at halftime. Nice feed underneath, easy bucket there for Hellstad. He leads all scorers on the Warriors side with 10. Butler far side over to Butler in the corner. Underneath, Robert. Good spot, nice spin move, and Robert will drop it in right in front of the iron. Man, Mustangs just have not missed much here tonight. Their field goal shooting has been darn good. As Svensson, another dunk, his second tonight. And we're going to have a timeout. Head coach for Rice Lake, Kevin Orr, will do the same here, Mustangs TV.
Life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
Little Sweet Caroline here to enter into the basketball court here. No Boston Red Sox here tonight, but if Menomonie continues to play at the pace they are right now, they'll be able to celebrate like the Red Sox do after a win with that song, no question. Schenk into the game here for Menomonie. Barons now will get it. Another player in here for Menomonie as well. Max Branch has checked in. Saw him play a lot here to start the season, not as much recently. He does have a knee brace on. I'm not sure if that's injury or performance-based, but he's in the game for the moment. Parker Barons, he's going to fire one from up top, off the iron. And Rice Lake down 18. We'll try to work into that deficit. Rice Lake into tonight, coming in 1-7 in conference play as that ball knocked away and stolen by the Mustangs. Just 3-13 overall. Rice Lake's had some very good basketball teams over the years. Parker Barons will launch one from distance, and that one comes up off the mark. Both teams just treading water at the moment, but it has been an impressive night on both sides. Three-point shooting. Both teams have at least 10 three-pointers made. As that one knocked down by the freshman Brown. Correction, make that 9 three-pointers here for the Warriors. And we'll get them all added up here for the Mustangs here in just a moment as they have 11. So 21 made three-pointers here tonight. Excuse me, 20 made three-pointers as Schenk tries to make it 21, gets his own miss. Ball's underneath the Butler. He'll turn it over. Mustangs have been very good in that department as well. That's just their fourth turnover as Rue, Nielsen, Nelson all back in along with Robert. So starting lineup back in the game here for Menomonie. 16-point lead. Mustangs in a little 2-3 zone here defensively. Long three, airballed near side by Vandervoort, out of bounds. To Menomonie. Again, Jake Rue has 7 three-pointers here tonight. He had 6 in the first half. He's probably only attempted 9 or 10, and a night like tonight will definitely improve the old three-point field goal percentage. Ball's underneath, going to be knocked away by Kluppert. It'll be DJ Butler to fire it in. Officials again tonight, we have Ryan Byer, Mark Power, Brandon Kimball. And then in stripes, Nelson will bounce to Nielsen, over to Butler. Swing underneath Robert, and an easy finish for him. He now has 14 all in the second half. Almost a steal by Rue out top. Open three, far side. Kluppert will nail it. That's his fourth three-pointer here tonight. 21 made three-pointers now in the ballgame. Nielsen swings it back to Nelson. Again, battling this 2-3 zone. Jacob Roos three-pointer is going to be blocked. Rebound still loose, and finally they'll have a foul as they're going to get Robert with the kick. Coming in here for Rice Lake, Landon Brown, also into the game, Pachaco. 6:33 remains. Mustangs, they led early. Rice Lake went on a run. They led for a short time. It was tied a couple times, and then Mustangs kind of finished the lead in the first half, and they've extended it ever since then. 3 fouls on Robert, and really no concern to check him out, however, with the lead and the dwindling time. Up top, Kluppert will try to hit another one. This time, no. Robert will corral the miss. Underneath, Robert strong with a basketball, a spin move, and a finish. It has been successful underneath here for Robert in this second half. We'll take a break. Mustangs TV. Visit the newly designed Big Rivers website at bigriversconference.org. Here, you can find results, standings, statistics, calendars, and historical league information. Back with your Mustangs TV. We'll run down some of those other games coming tonight on the Big Rivers contest. The boys side here, Hudson at Chippewa Falls, North at New Richmond, Memorial at River Falls. We're going to get to those at our next dead ball. And then obviously Menomonie at Medford girls side. Svensson over the top of Robert. No, rebound Butler. And look at the girls side of this contest here. They're at commercial break right now. We'll be back with that one. And we'll try to get those other matchups here as well. Underneath, Robert, a great lob from Butler, and Robert will finish. Impressive in this second half for the Mustangs. It has been a double-digit lead pretty much the entirety of this second half for the Mustangs. Underneath, Svensson will go through Robert again, and another charge as head coach for the Warriors, Kevin Orr, was not pleased with that call, and he's voicing his displeasure here to the official there. And so Svensson whistled. That will also be a turnover. 3 fouls on Svensson. Entry underneath to Robert again, and boy, that has been the MO for the Mustangs here in the second half. Roberts, all his points have come around the rim in this second half. Like maybe one jumper in the lane. Other than that, it's been layup or just a finger roll over the front end of the iron, pretty much on everything. High percentage looks for Robert in this second half. Svensson lines up a 3. Well, way short. Rue will get the miss, and the Mustangs with a 21-point lead, 4.5 to go. Looking pretty good to get their 5th conference victory here tonight. Butler can't handle it, gets it back. Entry into Robert again. Nice feed to Butler off the glass. No, Nielsen the putback. Yes! Nielsen now into double digits with 10. Got 4 players here for the Mustangs in double digits tonight. As Rice Lake will drive, and we're going to have a reach-in foul before the shot. Landon Brown was fouled. They will get Rue with the reach-in. A whole bunch of subs here for the Rice Lake side. They'll get Culpert into the game. Elstead. And also Kuchko back in. Or in for the first time, Kuchko, I should say. 3, near side. Brown will launch it and knock it down. And the amount of threes hit here tonight is impressive here. Both teams now have hit double-digit three-pointers here tonight. Man-to-man defense for Rice Lake. We've seen them play 2-3 zone most of the evening. Entry into Robert. Robert can't handle it. Knocked away by Pachanko, and it'll stay to the Mustangs. But that has been the Mustangs' offense in the second half. A high lob to Robert, a catch near the basket, and an easy lay-in. That is good offense if you're a Mustangs fan. Nelson will take the inbound. Over to Butler. Rattles out. Loose ball. He'll get his own rebound. Put back. Yes. Strong with the basketball is Butler. He's got 8. And Mustangs push the lead to 22, largest of the game. Up top, almost losing it there, Pachanko. Now Brown. Hand off to Dvorak. Mustangs hands active here, trying to get in the passing lane. Rice Lake running offense. And we're going to have a travel here by Brown. That'll be a turnover, their 13th of the evening for Rice Lake. Parker Barron's in. Nielsen will check out. We'll probably see those starters start to work their way towards the bench here soon. With 2:31 to go and a 22-point lead and the basketball. Very comfortable here that Mustang's going to move on with a victory. Heat check 3 from Rue, no good. Roberts put back also short. Rue's only attempted about 3 3-pointers in this second half. He made one, got one blocked, and then that one was just a little quick on the trigger. Drive and a make there by Kuchko. Down the lane over the big Robert. This has been a much higher scoring game than their first matchup here. Underneath, lay-in for Robert, and he has had one heck of an impressive second half. Again, if you watch the second half, most of his shots have been right at the rim. Tough shot. Brown, he'll knock it down just inside the three-point line. The freshman doing a good job there, piling up some points. He's in double digits now, and we're going to have a timeout here for subs. We will keep it here, as I don't know if either team are going to actually use the timeout, or this is just going to be a timeout for subs. Looks like we will just keep it here. And correction, they're going to use the timeout. So we will take 1 30-second break. Be back.
High deductible health plan opening a health savings account at Dairy State Bank will allow you to save tax-free dollars to pay for a long list of health-related services allowed by the IRS. Dairy State Bank HSAs are serviced locally and work like a regular checking account. You can use a debit card or check to pay for expenses and access your account through online or mobile banking. Visit DairyStateBank.com to learn more about HSAs and online or mobile banking. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Now we'll get back to our subs here coming into the game. We'll get everybody that's listed here. We got into the game here, Max Yeager, Aiden Anderson, Oliver Shank into the game, Ian Kistner, and Bruce Barron. Aiden Anderson will take it here as the guy to get it off the inbound. Minute 20 remains. Bruce Barron. We'll see if some of these players that don't see a lot of action here on the varsity side are going to be able to get some points as Kistner can't handle it. Turnover Mustangs. Mustangs, an impressive night here in the turnover department. That's just their 5th tonight and shooting the ball very well here tonight. Stay tuned for our Crystal Orthodontics post-game show. We'll run down the final numbers here tonight. We'll get some scores from out of town. That final should be a final over in Medford as well. Not quite, but Medford up 17 on Menomonie on the girls' side right now. 3-point attempt, far side, missed there by Vandervoort. Mustangs rebound, 35 seconds remain. We'll see if they attempt a shot or if our final is going to be what you see on your screen. Mustangs led by 12 at half in this ball game. All knocked away and Stolden. Rice Lake pushing it. They'll turn it right back over. 14 seconds. Yeager now. Anderson one dribble back to Yeager. Looking to Kistner underneath. Swung out back top to Barron. 4 seconds. They will not take a shot. Your final, the Menomonie Mustangs, with their 5th conference victory, are going to win by 20 over the Rice Lake Warriors. We'll take a break. Be back right after this. Mustangs TV. Advanced Electrical and Mechanical is a Pysick family-owned business and proud supporter of Menomonie Athletics. Whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural, we've got your electrical, HVAC, and refrigeration needs covered. Let's make your project happen. Call us today at 715-495-2968 or visit us online at www.advancedelectricalmechanical.com.
If you have a high deductible health plan, opening a health savings account at Dairy State Bank will allow you to save tax-free dollars to pay for a long list of health-related services allowed by the IRS. Dairy State Bank HSAs are serviced locally and work like a regular checking account. You can use a debit card or check to pay for expenses and access your account through online or mobile banking. Visit DairyStateBank.com to learn more about HSAs and online or mobile banking. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Back with you here on our Crystal Orthodontics post-game show. Let's run down our final numbers here. You see on your screen, the Mustangs get the 20-point victory. That improves them to 11-5 overall, 5-4 in BRC play. Rice Lake drops to 3-14 overall, 1-8 in BRC play. Let's run down our numbers here. Let's start on the side of the victors. So the Mustangs, Nielsen with 10. Jacob Rue, 21 points, 7 3-pointers. He scored everything from long range here tonight. 2 from Butler, 8 from 2 from Javon Butler, 8 from DJ Butler, 10 from Tyler Nelson, 22 for Trevor Robert. He was held scoreless in the first half, scored 22 in the second half. Very impressive. 6 turnovers for the Mustangs. From the free throw line, they were 0 of 2. For the Rice Lake Warriors, 1 for Pacheco, 12 for Kloppert, 9 for Dvorak, 10 for Brown, 2 for Kuchko, 4 for Svedson, 3 for Vandervoort, and 12 for Hellstad for the Rice Lake Warriors. They committed 14 turnovers, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Let's run down our out-of-town scoreboard here. Menomonie girls are about to lose to Medford. This one just about to end with 22 seconds left. Medford up 69-51. So it looks like the girls will drop that one over at Medford. On the boys' side, River Falls up big on Memorial right now. 5:15 remains. They're up 68-41. Looks like they're going to stay atop the Big Rivers. Their other score here, New Richmond hosting North. They're up big, 83-66 with 6 minutes left. And that last one, Hudson at Chippewa Falls, we do not have a live stream for that one, so we do not have a score update for that one. I'd like to thank everybody that made the broadcast possible. Obviously, all our sponsors that make the broadcast possible. 24/7 Telecom, Advanced Electrical and Mechanical, Dairy State Bank, Shields, Denny's Appliance, Crystal Orthodontics, Mike Sell Insurance, and Bill's Distributing. Also, our halftime guest, Jeff Abbott, thanks for joining us, and our pregame show guest assistant coach, Dolly Thornton. Our next broadcast here on Mustangs TV, Joe Zadowski will be on the call this Friday. It'll be the girls playing. That'll be a 7:15 tip, 7 o'clock air on that one. For now, you've been watching Mustangs TV.